You know it, the Middle East never sleeps. It's absolutely crazy there because we just got informed by the Israeli army that they have eliminated a terrorist in a airstrike in southern Lebanon. While all of this is happening, according to Reuters, military planners from more than 30 countries will hold a 2-day meeting in London with a mission to reopen the strait and to discuss how they will do it. We would also confirmed that regular and reserve soldiers are looting a large amount of property from homes and businesses in southern Lebanon, so Israeli soldiers, which include motorcycles, televisions, paintings, sofas, and so on. It was also further stated that the senior and junior command in the field is aware of it, but does not take disciplinary measures to stop it. However, he did not mention a source in his statement, so I don't know from where he got this, but I strongly believe that this will happen in the Israeli army, or happened already many times, but not only in the Israeli army. We see also in different wars the same thing happened. So sadly, this is a common principle worldwide. We could also affirmed that a journalist, probably I believe a terrorist hiding under the title journalist, was killed in an Israeli airstrike in southern Lebanon. Also, we got informed that the United States extended the ceasefire with Iran, and it seems that the deadline will end on Sunday. This comes after Pakistani top political and military leadership has worked to prevent talks from collapsing. I personally believe the United States have extended the ceasefire just because some of their warships haven't arrived yet to the Middle East, better said to Iran, and I believe they will need a few more days until they reach Iran. So basically, when the war starts, Trump will unleash hell over Iran. Also, according to the Lebanese president, negotiations are based on stopping Israeli aggressions, achieving withdrawal, return of prisoners, and army deployment. I personally believe the negotiations should be about stopping the terrorist organization, which have embedded itself in Lebanon and its civilians, from gaining control over the streets and to completely disarm them, because Israel is not the problem here, it's more the terrorists on Lebanon. We got also confirmed that the United States ambassador to Israel, Mike Huckabee, has been instructed to return urgently to Washington for continued consultations at the White House. Macron also stated, so the president of France, that stability in Lebanon will be not achieved without Israel's withdrawal from Lebanese territories and the disarmament of the terrorist organization. We were also informed that the IDF have accused the terrorist organization of firing rockets at Israeli forces in southern Lebanon, while the Israeli army have responded by striking the launcher and continued by saying that the terrorists also launched UAVs from Lebanon, calling both incidents clear violations of the ceasefire. Now, let's move 1 second to the Gaza Strip. We got confirmed that probably a terrorist was killed in an airstrike east of Khan Yunis. The Spanish Foreign Minister also stated that we must tell Israel that it needs to change its approach and that war is not the way to communicate with its neighbors. However, these neighbors, as the Spanish Foreign Minister calls them, are constantly attacking Israel, so I would ask myself what would be the appropriate way to communicate with this type of neighbors. We could also confirm that the Israeli Defense Minister stated that the terrorist weapons will be stripped away by military and diplomatic means. After the ceasefire got extended, the Pakistani Prime Minister have met Iran's ambassador, while the director of the International Energy Agency stated that they have lost 13 billion barrels of oil per day so far due to the Iran war, while the United States continues to block Iranian ships and those from other countries that are heading to Iranian ports. And it was stated that so far the United States have directed 29 vessels to turn back. Also, CENTCOM has refuted reporting that a number of ships passed blockade, while the NATO Secretary General said that Turkey has revolutionized the defense industry sector. It was stated that NATO supported Turkey's defense against missiles launched from Iran. In the official answer of Trump, while he postponed the attacks on Iran, he said so leaders and representatives are able to present a unified proposal to us, so to the United States. As I mentioned before, I strongly believe it's one of tactical nature. However, we will see what will happen. We got also informed on April the 21st that oil prices have climbed about 3% on Tuesday after the United States President Donald Trump said he did not want to extend the ceasefire. However, as we see, it did happen. I believe many statements coming from the President Donald Trump are to put pressure on Iran and to play psychological warfare. Lastly, we got informed that EU countries have agreed to widen sanctions against Iran, which include those responsible for blocking the strait. This is according to the EU foreign policy chief, which was stated on Tuesday. She also mentioned that she asked foreign affairs ministers at their meeting to bolster the EU's naval mission in the Middle East, which is protecting the ships from attacks by the Houthis in Yemen.